Make a comic. Yes, please. What you got for me? Wow, this is freaking small. How do I add like text to this? New comic. Garfield dies by Yabi. Ah, background elements. Speech bubbles. Alright. Next page. Okay, yeah. Alright, I get it. What could kill Garfield? Perfect. Print. Standard. Setup. Uh-huh. I think that might actually be printing that. I don't remember setting a printer up on this machine, but that might actually be printing. I'm taking a look at the live chat. Oh! Lazarus is here. There's not that many Garfields to pick from. Oh wait, no, there's more. Oh great, we got Liz! Excellent. We got Liz here. What kind of, not very many expressions for Liz. Okay. I got it. I wonder if these are actually printing. I need to go check. They are printing. They're actually printing out. Oh man, that's funny. What could possibly go wrong? Oh look, Jim Davis is an unfunny hack. Oh man, these are amazing. They look so good, holy shit. Oh my god, these are stunning. These are absolutely stunning. Come on, laptop, you can do it. Nope. Not having that. It's not letting me add a camera. Ah, here we go. Ignore the light because the window's open. But it's actually printing these. They actually print out, which is amazing. What could possibly go wrong? Oh look, Jim Davis is an unfunny hack. And, hey Liz, I was thinking we should take our relationship to the next level. Sorry, but I'm seeing Garfield now. Is his dick bigger than mine? Yo, Sushi! Not only does this Garfield comic book maker work on Win 7... Actually, I think I'm on Win 10 on this laptop. Yeah, Windows 10. But it... They print out! They print out. Oh, it's amazing. Right, so... let's decide on the ideal comic to make then. Let's start playing around together with some Garfield comic creation, like a context for a Garfield comic. And it's stunning that they actually print that, because I didn't think I had a printer set up to this laptop, but I do. Oh man, they're amazing, and they actually print out really nice looking. That's the thing. You could make something. Do Garfield caca rolling John. Alright. Gotta be like a radio or something. Alarm clock? No. pizzas, hamburgers. Really? No radio? Yes! A radio. What are the sounds? It's all interface sounds. They're horrible. The interface sounds are horrible. It's ERB's favourite comic, I guess. ERB's favourite comic is one of the ones he created today and printed out. Oh my god. This software is amazing. Oh, it looks like my hilarious meme has backfired. I shouldn't have listened to Sushi Sunshine 2000. Did Garfield end up caco rolling himself too? He was disappointed by the fact that that John was aware of Caco's song. Garfield, this shit's my jam. That's Suzuki Anju, the famous Japanese lady. Oh, it looks like my hilarious meme has backfired. I shouldn't have listened to Sushi Sunshine 2000. Bye, cruel world, I give up! Okay. Save. There's some other things on here as well. We can meet Jim Davis. Oh! QuickTime is not installed. In order to see the Jim Davis section, you'll have to first run the QuickTime installer. Oh, really? So there's, like, no way I can show this Jim Davis section to you. Like, not even if I loaded up a Google Chrome window and pointed it to where I had actually uploaded this video to YouTube. And then I can show it to you without QuickTime. Aren't I a genius? It's almost like I thought of your hilarious attempts to get me to install QuickTime, and I have dismantled them from the inside. How do I switch to my other YouTube account? Ding, ding, ding. The audio on this Jim Davis clip is fucking awful.
It's hard to be funny every day. So when I write gags, I work on funny days.
You're not funny at all.
Gag writing is like a working meditation. I watch Garfield in my head like watching a television set. I don't really write the material myself. Garfield literally writes the material. Now that sounds a little bit strange, but this is how it works. I sit back in a very quiet place and I visualize Garfield until I can literally see him in my head. I can watch him walk, I can hear him talk, I see him move.
So he hallucinates Garfield,
then at
basically.
That point, I put Garfield into a situation. I send him camping, I put him on a diet, I bring the mail to the door, I do something like that. And then I just sit back.
These are just 3 examples of hundreds of ways I've made shitty Garfield comics over the years.
Where would he go? What would the other characters do and say?
Also, the sound really is as overdriven as that.
I back up 3 frames and cut it off. And that's exactly how I write the gags. For the kind of humor I do with Garfield, too, I look at the kind of laugh that it evokes, okay? After you've laughed at a Garfield gag, you feel better. I don't do any kind of shock.
He's talking as if he actually has any skill at all.
Anything too edgy in that respect. I like to do the kinds of gags that people can relate to. More often than not, when they laugh at a gag, it's because they're saying, isn't that true? All I do is just hold a mirror right back to the reader and show it back with a humorous twist. Garfield deals with eating and sleeping, and everybody can relate to those 2 subjects. So long after they've forgotten the gag, they remember the character. Cartooning is a very unique art form. It's not exactly
I can't have both
writing,
open.
even though we use words. It's not exactly illustration, even though we use
Videos
drawings.
from...
It's a good combination of the 2. And also, even though we're doing jokes, we're not telling jokes. Timing is very different in the head. So how do you put all these elements
2004.
together to create a really viable or funny comic strip? Well, what I like to do is to work in 3 frames. After all, we only have 7 inches in that newspaper to fill. In that 7 inches, we have to...
You have a lot less than 7 inches, Jim.
Offer the twist and then resolve it. Usually in 25 words or less, because as comics readers, you don't like to take a lot of time with a comic strip. So for me, 2, 3s, I think, are very funny. It's like bump, bump, da-da. The middle frame is real critical to the timing. Sometimes, for the sake of a beat or something like that, or give Garfield time to think and react, I'll put no words at all in the middle frame, and then we pay it off in the last frame, usually with some Garfield put down or some kind of physical reaction. The trick is to get to the punchline before the reader does, because laughter is evoked from an involuntary laugh. When I can get to the gag before you do, that catches you by surprise.
An involuntary laugh. That's why Garfield is never funny.
What I like to do is to do Garfield very large, and the words as large as I can as well, because comic strips in the newspaper seem to be getting smaller these days. And the bigger the pictures, the easier it is to make it through the gag. I don't get real cute with the characters either, in that I don't do close-ups, then long shots, I don't do silhouettes or anything like that. I usually like to work with Garfield just on a plain tabletop so that the eye can flow right through the gag. And the fewer words, the better. Frankly, it's very tough to use fewer words. It's easy to use a lot of words, but to do pantomime is one of the toughest things to do in humor. I like to do a little different kind of humor each day. Some days are word gags, quotable quotes I call them, things you'd like to repeat at school or at the office. Some days are just big physical gags.
You know, there are a couple of examples of that in Garfield comics. I have quoted them before.
Sometimes in a good week I have Garfield
you know,
get hit over the head 2 or 3
taking the
times.
piss out of
And then
how shit
sometimes I
they
just
are.
do a sweet gag, a smile gag, or something thoughtful like that to show that
I just
Garfield
like to
is
hit
human.
Jim over there.
But with those handful of elements and those challenges,
What the fuck's his name?
I
John, over the
basically
head.
sit back and have a good time. When I write for the strip, if Garfield makes me laugh, I know he's going to make you laugh. How to
That's
get
not
started in the
succinctly
comic strip
true.
business? Well, hone your skills with a comic book maker. Now, in addition to that, it also helps to get a good, well-rounded education, believe it or not. Some good liberal arts training. I think education beyond high school. Do a lot of reading. The more you read,
What the
more
hell is this?
natural
Welcome
depth
paper.
your writing is going to have. And when it comes to learning artwork, you don't have to be an art major, but it certainly helps to have art training. And by art training, I mean learn to draw realistically. Believe it or not, you can't just start drawing cartoon characters. Learn things like anatomy. Do a lot of still life drawing. Those kinds of elements that you pick up around a room like a banana or a telephone, once you draw them, in your head, they are now added to your repertoire, and it's easier to cartoon them later on when you're a cartoonist. So try to
Garfield comic with swearing. Alright. That sounds promising. Sounds very promising. Let's have a go. Mal, that pose with go fuck yourself. Alright. Hey John. Next panel. Can you make Garfield rap the lyrics to an Eminem song? Alright, sure. It's got to be a perfect, yeah. You're having way too much fun with this, which incidentally happens to be just the right amount. Now, can I rotate vertically? Damn it! I wanted to rotate it so the legs were coming from the ceiling. Dang it. Who's the girl that looks like a hooker? You mean, John's girlfriend, Liz. I already made a comic about that very subject. Oh, fucking hell. I'm very good at knocking drinks over. If it was an Olympic sport, I'd be able to represent my fucking country. Yeah, John's girlfriend, Liz. Right, apparently there's some built-in comics. Oh, hold on, I haven't saved this one. Okay. I want to have a look at the built-in comics. Which drink is it? Is it alcoholic? Yes, it's Singha Premium Import. It's a beer from Thailand. It's afternoon, so it's fine. I'm allowed to drink. So this is one of the built-in comics. Amateur. Then he's dreaming of big hamburgers. That's meant to be funny. Okay. Well, I don't think so. Comic 2. That was Mrs. Feeney. She told me what you did. What? You can have wide panels? Her tulip garden will never be the same. Neither will Mrs. Feeney. You should have seen her. That little victory dance was also uncalled for. Why? I let her lead. What? What? The fuck does that... What? What sense does that even make? I don't get it. Comic number 3. 4. Landed in a bear trap. Oh dear God. Yabi's desk is covered in Singha. No, it's the floor. It's the carpet floor. I dropped a bottle last night and it smashed. This was premium fucking quality beer. And I've lost like a bottle to being smashed, and now half a bottle from knocking it over the floor. It's not a very good, not a very good time for me. Anyway, I need to print off the Kako Rolls comic. So I haven't done that yet. Kicking Odie in the ass just like he always does. You assume that bear's gender. Oh, snap. So apparently I can make wide panels? Oh, the truth comes out. Was this at home or in public? At home. Over my bedroom floor. I gotta stretch it. Didn't make me one that was the correct size. Do a comic where Garfield bites John's bum. Well, I could see if I could make that happen. There are actual teeth marks. Oh, John's girlfriend's bum. Too late. It's John. It's gonna be John. John's having his butt bitten. It's the funniest Garfield's ever been, followed by a Nintendo friend code. Doesn't look enough like vomiting. Ah, fucking... Is there no undo? There really is no undo. That's a pain in the arse. Oh god, are you going to put those two images together? Why can't I drag the order around? Seriously, you have to make the comic in order? Because Garfield isn't meant to be funny. Right, okay. So the program is designed to make it just as hard to make a joke as it is just as hard to find a laughing Garfield. Garfield. This is my genuine attempt at trying to make a Garfield comic that's actually in line with Jim Davis's style. So we've got Garfield lunges for John, thinking, this is a hamburger. Then he bites John on the arse. I need a nice big gulp. No need for that one, because there's one in the illustration. John's ass tastes like cheese. Yeah. I think it would be good if John felt seduced by Garfield now, but the question is, how do I achieve that with the images I've got? Could have him undressing. I don't know. I see John getting naked. Dylan! Dylan! Oh god, I've done it again. Fucking hell. Well, that's quality beer. Dylan knows what he did. Dylan knows what he said. You probably should do anything more productive than what I'm doing. That doesn't exist as an option, Sushi, unfortunately. Courtesy of Dylan. I need to make sure I collect these printouts. And don't leave them... oh, that's a good idea! Make one and just leave it in the printer for the next person who goes in the family office. Oh my god. I'm so evil. I have to do that. Okay. In the chat, help me work out what kind of rude things I should leave in a comic. Whoa, thank you, Dylan. I don't have the alerts set up on screen for this stream. So I'm just gonna have to say out loud on this video recording. Dylan just donated a $5 super chat. You have officially made my day. Thank you, Dylan. I try. Right. Everybody in the chat, come up with some ideas of rude shit that I could put in a comic and leave in the printer in the family office. Oh, this is gonna be amazing. You need to help me come up with something truly amazing. Oh, let's have a look at our creation. Let's have a look at our creation. Printed out. Let's have a look at it. Now this webcam's not amazing because I got the blinds open. Okay, this is Garfield gets the D. This is what we just created. So Garfield's like, oh yeah, gonna get me some of that hamburger ass. Gulp. Oh, it tastes like cheese. And then John's like, oh, I didn't know you loved me that way, Garfield. Yada, 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 yada. I'll get my clothes off and you get the lube. It exists! We just created something truly spectacular and shared it with the world. You know what? I'm thinking I might just leave this one in the printer. Yes, I should leave this one in the printer. Oh man. I should just leave this one. I'm gonna leave Garfield gets the D in the printer. Hopefully it'll be my dad that finds it and not my mum. Because she'd have many questions. My dad would just laugh it off, I think. Oh man. That's quality. So that's Scholastic comic book maker featuring Garfield, released in 2004 for Windows. And it allows you to create and print off Garfield comics. The downside is you can't seem to save them to image files, which is disappointing. However, I could easily scan these back in. Garfield! Leave some Garfield in the printer. Alright. I showed this one off earlier, but I want to share it again for whoever wasn't here. This is, this one's just titled New Comic, because I forgot to put a name in. It's like, hey Liz, I think we should take our relationship to the next level. Sorry, but I'm seeing Garfield now. Oh no! Is his dick bigger than mine? It's like actually doing Jim Davis's job for him. Oshiri Kajiri Neko. Does that literally mean bum-biting cat? Oh god. Wonderful. So this was like £1 in a charity shop. And it's paid for itself. Make your own comics with Scholastic's comic book maker featuring Garfield, the smart but lazy lasagna-loving, Monday-hating fat cat. The ability to print your own comic strips and books in colour, or print them out and colour them in yourself. Yeah, we can print them out black and white and colour them in if we wanted to. Build creativity, enhance writing skills, and practice storytelling. It's a piece of educational software that provides so much fun. I'm looking at the others. Maybe I should track down... Oh man, I need to track down Art Attack. That's fucking amazing. Scholastic's Art Attack game with Neil Buchanan. Is Garfield's dick circular shaped like Sonic? It's whatever shape the artist wants to draw it like. Okay. That was Garfield's comic book maker. Lasagna loving, they forgot arse loving. Welcome, Crash. You've just come by at the end. That's Garfield's comic book maker. VOD will be up as soon as it's processed. Don't worry. Did I print everything that I made? Yeah, I did. I even printed this one. What could possibly go wrong? Oh look, Jim Davis is an unfunny hack. It's beautiful. Don't know why I'm bothering to dance, because you can't see me. Yeah! Garfield's the best. Neil Buchanan's asked. He's not an option in this software. I can show you everything we have in this software. Are you ready? Garfield, 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 Garfield and his bear. Odie, Odie, John, 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 John. Some farmer guy with a pitchfork. That annoying pink cat. That annoying grey cat, Liz, and some lady with a piece of lasagna. Or a pie or something. Background, 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 background. Effect, effect, effect. That's it. We've looked at everything in Garfield Comic Book Maker. We've even made fun of Jim Davis's rubbish little interview in the software. That's literally it. That's literally all there is to show for Scholastic Comic Book Maker featuring Garfield. Oh, John's brother. Maybe he'd be interested in some Garfelf action too. Yeah, at some point, I should scan these in. And release them somewhere. I think Random Access needs a regular Garfield comic to spice things up. What do you think? The question is what Soy Bomb would let me get away with in terms of comedy. Well, anyway, I feel like playing something else shortly. I don't know what's happening in terms of plans today, so I could be streaming soon, I could be streaming later, I don't know. It's Doc Boy, his brother. Ah. Trust Jim Davis to come up with more unfunny characters to fill the Garfield comic with. I think XSplit has crashed. No, it's just crashing. Okay. Alright, take care everybody. That was Garfield Comic Book Maker. I think I've said that like 17 times.